The next one I thought was really, really good. And what was that, young Anthony?
Oh, it was a very good match,
Yeah.
which sort of Judgment Day, consisting of Finn Balor and the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner Rhea Ripley with her Latino Heat, Dominic Mysterio, facing off against the WWE Hall of Famers of Mance's favorite wrestler Edge and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, look, I thought a couple of things are interesting. I mean, yeah, you got Edge, who's an 11-time world champ. You got Beth Phoenix coming out looking like she hasn't missed a single step. Yeah, physically looking at it.
She's better than her husband.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the whole Glamazon look was there again. Finn Balor, we know what we're getting. Aussie Rhea Ripley, right at the peak. Condom, as I like to call him. he's a con, and he's a con, and
he's a dom.
So we call him Condom. Shame Ray didn't wear one, but anyway. And I must tell you, I was super, and if you note that Bella and Edge actually started the match, but they're only really just a couple of minutes. Then Beth and Rhea sort of met for the very first time, and both in great shape, both legitimate powerhouses. I didn't necessarily mind that clothesline city when they're just clotheslining each other, and none of them were going to rock or give, because it was just that whole powerhouse thing. But it seemed to me, and I might be wrong, it seemed to me to be more about Beth and Rhea rather than, well, certainly initially, because they worked the majority of the first half of that match, and they were good. I thought Beth was outstanding. My note says Beth was outstanding, hasn't lost a step.
I agree, 100%.
They were both good.
They worked great together. They held up, more than held up their end of the match. They were actually probably the shining lights of the match.
I think from Rhea's point of view, there would have been a huge respect.
Oh, yeah.
Beth, but Beth, presented in brilliant shape. Look, she never missed a step. She didn't really botch anything. There was one little botch a bit later in the match when Finn was on top of Edge, and Beth was supposed to come in and break it. But when she got there, it was almost a 3, so Finn had to lift himself off Edge, otherwise the ref would have had to count the 3. So her timing was out by about 5 seconds, but shit, we've seen a lot worse than that. But, gee, I was impressed. Oh, it was a really, really, really good match.
It was a great match. I'm not a big Edge fan at all.
Oh,
and what shit me is at the end of it, he gets the pin always. Yeah. Right? Freaking World Glory Hog. Right? But both Rhea and Beth were the outstanding lights in that match. Balor and Edge done their part, but they were definitely the stars. And Dom gets so much heat, and good heat too. Like when you think about, there's different heats, right? There's red heat and there's white heat. You don't want white heat, you want red heat, right? Because white heat's going to get you stabbed, right? Red heat, they're just hating on you because of you. And he's got that red heat at the moment. He is fantastic.
This gimmick suits him. They've actually found something they can do with him. That little Weasley, snotty nose, nerdy.
Especially, and now he's gone to prison. That's the best. That's the best line. Whoever come up with that, the mummy thing.
He's done Dom, I actually I begrudgingly like it.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic.
He did botch when he threw the brass knuckle thing. He sort of botched that a little bit.
I don't think he'll ever be a great wrestler. It's sad to say, but he'll never be anywhere as good as his old man in the ring. But he's going to be a lot better than his old man out of the ring.
Yeah. I
think he's going to be a lot better on promo. He's going to be a lot better in management. They keep him in management, and they keep him. You've got your next Jim Cornette.
Very good. Yeah. I'll tell you one other thing I really, really like. That superplex from Beth onto Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
That was just textbook. You just can watch that over and over if you're teaching someone. The other thing I really liked, which you understand obviously why they did it, but when both women power bombed the two blokes, I thought that was really good because you notice Rhea had Edge up and Beth had Finn up. I don't know if you noticed, they're up there ready to get a power bomb each from the girls. And the two blokes sort of just looked at each other. It was a completely thing. They sort of looked at each other, half smirked, and then far out, bang. I actually quite liked it.
And then stiffed each other with clotheslines afterwards. So the girls were definitely amazing. The women were definitely amazing in that match. Dom for me was amazing. Not a big Edge fan. Balor, he did all right job, but definitely the women and Dom made that match for me. And Dom, like I said, at the moment, Dom, or Condom as we'll call him, he is just getting some great heat.
Look, I think it is, and and I've written this, but not on this match. It's another match, and I can't remember which one it is I've written it about, but we'll talk about it somewhere. It just goes to show again that if you've got some sort of, Anthony, if you've got obviously people who can work their character and work their part, but you've got a reasonable story, what you can actually do with a little bit of a reasonable story and a little bit of booking. Because I said one of my notes here is finally a strong build up that finally a story. I can't read my own writing, but a build up that actually delivered. Because there was a build up to all of this, and Beth came in and and it actually delivered.
Yeah, that's right. Edge got his
he got his win and his
win, right? His missus helped him. She got the one up on Rhea in the end, right? Rhea didn't get pinned, so keeps her strong for her title run.
And even
Balor took the pin, right? Which was the right way to do that. That whole match, that whole segment of match, to finish the feud and was perfect.
I thought every one of them played their part. They played it well. Every one of them looked strong. At no point did any of them look weak. Good match, good flow. Some, a few. When I say a few high spots, it's interesting to say that, but a few high spots.
Yeah,
it wasn't a lot of high spots like some of the other stuff that we always go on about. But the superplex, the double power bombs, a few little bits and pieces like that. That's all you need.
And especially from a match that Finn Balor's involved. Because usually there's a lot of high spots and he even can't turn them down. So it was a great match all round. I gave it, I don't like Edge, but I gave it 7.5.
Anthony, what do you give it?
7.
Geez, I must be a real mark in my old age. I gave it 8.5.
Yeah, I would have probably gave it 8.5 if Edge wasn't in it.
Well, yeah.
It's worth a point just for him. So.
Yeah, fair enough. I must say, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought, okay, we're back on track after that cluster of the one before.
Yeah.
I thought, okay. Because the problem you get, and I don't know if you boys are the same, but if I'm watching and you got the opening match, which was the women's chamber, actually, this is really good. So you're in a good frame line. Okay, it's good. Then you get such a letdown. It's sort of hard to build up again. You've got to be sold again. And I think they actually sold it. Back into the pay-per-view.
Like I said, I absolutely love Judgment Day at the moment. Yeah. And I love Dom at the moment.
Well, look, he is.
When he ran up the aisle running away from Edge and then come back down strutting, doing the Latino strut. I mean, that was just people were booing him, mate. He was coming back down, booing him. And I thought this is it was
Ooh. You there, Mick? I think we've lost you.
Yeah, I got speaker issues.
Oh, okay, now you're back.
Yeah. No, I thought it was great. I thought the way they're using Dom at the moment is great. I think Judgment Day is a really positive thing. So, yeah.